Today I'm going to be reciting Patrick Henry's Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death speech. A little background behind this is he delivered it March 1775 towards the Second Continental Congress, and it's considered the speech that really forced us and got us motivated to get into the Revolutionary War. And whenever I read this, I read it earlier in my English class last year, it seemed like just words on a page, you know, but as I started to memorize it and really get down to the deeper meaning, I really, truly got a deeper meaning for that piece. So here it is, Patrick Henry's Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death speech. Just a second. Mr. President, there is no man who thinks more highly than I do of the patriotism, as well as the abilities of the very worthy gentleman who just addressed this House. But different men often do the same subjects in different lights. And therefore, I hope it not thought disrespectful to those gentlemen if, entertaining as I do, an opinion of a character very opposite to theirs, I shall speak forth my sentiments freely and without reserve. This is no time for ceremony. The question before this House is one of awful moment in this country. For my own part, I consider it nothing less than a question of freedom or slavery, and in proportion to the magnitude of the subject, ought to be the freedom of the debate. For it is only in this way that we can hope to arrive at truth and fulfill the great responsibilities which we hold to God and our country. Should I keep back my opinions through fear of giving offense, I should consider myself as guilty of an act of treason and of an act of disloyalty towards Her Majesty of Heaven, which I revere above all earthly kings. Mr. President, it is natural for man to indulge in the illusions of hope. We are apt to close our eyes to a painful truth and to listen to that siren song until she transforms us into beasts. Is this the park of the wise men, engaged in a great and arduous struggle for liberty? Are we disposed to be in the number of those who, having eyes, see not, and having ears, hear not, the things which so nearly concern their temporal salvation? For my own part, whatever anguish of spirit it may cost, I am willing to know the whole truth, to know the worst, and to provide for it. I have but one lamp by which my feet are guided by, and that is the lamp of experience. I know of no better way of judging of the future than by the past, and judging by the past, I wish to know what there has been in the conduct of the British ministry for the last 10 years to justify those means with which gentlemen have been pleased to solace themselves and the House. Is it that insidious smile with which our petition is so lately received? Trust it not, sir, for it will prove a snare to your feet. Suffer not yourselves to be betrayed with a kiss. Ask yourselves how this gracious reception to our petition comports these warlike preparations which cover our waters and darken our lands. Let us not deceive ourselves, sir. These are the implements of war and subjugation, the last arguments to which kings resort. I ask, gentlemen, sir, what means this martial array, if not but to force us into submission? Has Great Britain any enemy in this quarter of the world to justify this mass accumulation of armies and navies? No, sir. She has none. They are meant for us. They can be meant for no other. And what have we to oppose them? Shall we try argument? Sir, we have been trying that for the last 10 years. Have we anything new to offer upon the subject? Nothing. We have held the subject under every light of which it is capable, but it has all been in vain. Shall we resort to entreaty and humble subjugation? What terms shall we find that not already been exhausted? If we wish to be free, if we mean not basely to abandon the noble struggle of which we so long have been engaged, and which we ourselves pledge never to abandon until the glorious object of our contest shall be obtained, then we must fight, sir. I repeat it, we must fight. They tell us we are weak, unable to cope with so formidable an adversary. But when shall we be stronger? Will it be in the next week? Will it next year? Will it be when we are totally disarmed and a British guard is stationed in every house? Shall we gather strength battle, sir, is not for the strong alone. It is for the vigilant, the active, the brave. Besides, sir, we have no election. Even if we so basely desire, it is too late to retire from the contest. The only means of retreat are through submission and slavery. Our chains are forged. Their clinking may be heard all over the hills of Boston. The war is inevitable. Let it come. I repeat it, sir. Let it come. It is in vain to extenuate the matter any further. Gentlemen may cry, peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war has already begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north shall ring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, that it must come at the price of submission and slavery? Forbid it! Almighty God! I know not what course others may take, but as for me, sir, give me liberty, or give me